Want to throw out some boxing previews coming up. Starting off on Friday, New York City, Madison Square Garden. This will be on Netflix. Jake Paul, MVP Promotions, is bringing an all-female card to the Garden. And the headliner being Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, Part 3. First two were unbelievable fights. Both fights Taylor won by decision. The first one was a split decision. The second one was a unanimous decision. Want to get your take, preview, what to expect, Part 3.
These girls are great. These women, these ladies, these warriors, they're great. They make great fights. I stay on the same pattern I was on before because I can't help it. This is where you're taking me. This is where you're taking me. These are the topics. So it's gonna elicit certain feelings from me. And some of them are similar to other feelings because of the same reasons, because the reasons are similar. I think when I think of these two great women fighters, period. You don't even have to separate if they're women or they're just fighters. They're great. And they have skills, they have wills, they have it all. I think of Ali and Frazier in Manila. They left parts of themselves in that ring. There's no doubt. Anybody who don't understand that, they just don't understand boxing. They haven't been around it enough. They don't. They're not capable of understanding what I'm saying. But they were never the same. I mean, there was a lot taken out of those two warriors before they got to Manila, but a lot more of them was left in that humid, hot ring of Manila. And the price is paid later on, when the cameras are far gone and the lines of adoring fans are no longer there. That's when sometimes, unfortunately, the price is paid. I just don't want to see these two great fighters pay a price. I think that I'll watch it and I'll look forward to it. But I think that from the first fight, which was unbelievable, set a record in Madison Square Garden, the first time that women headlined a fight as the main event at Madison Square Garden. It was over, and they each got over $1 million. It was tremendous. It was history. And everything they deserved from their history, because of their history. I mean, you got Katie, the gold medalist, representing Ireland, Serrano, just tremendous. Katie's more of a complete boxer. She's but she got a slug. She'll slug. She has the slug every time she fights Serrano at some point. But she'll also use her legs. She'll counter punch. She'll pot shot. She'll use all that. Serrano is an offensive machine. She'll go to the body. She's coming forward. She's the better puncher of the two. She's just resilient. She's relentless. It makes for great fights, but it also makes for damage. And there's been damage in both those first two fights, where each one of them have, again, to use the same terminology, have left parts of themselves in the ring. And the one thing that's never going to dissipate, and it didn't dissipate, even with punches and age, with Ali and Frazier, their character. That will stay. That will last the test of time. That will last bullets and everything that comes at it. Character will not be destroyed. You have it, it's a lifetime thing. They have it. That character will still show up, and it will guarantee another great fight, like the Trill and Manila. Those two weren't the same, Ali and Frazier, physically. They weren't as great physically as they were years earlier. But their character was still great. So it demanded a great fight. It guaranteed because of how they were going to behave. Because they don't know how to behave any other way. No matter how old. No matter how broken up they might be. And this is similar here. These two, after their two first wars, now they're going to go into a war, and they don't know anything else. It's not going to be like, hey, Teddy, maybe they're going to, No, that ain't happening. Maybe. Then go take a bunch of coins and throw them in a wishing well. And good luck, pal. I hope your wishes come true. But it ain't happening. That ain't reality in the ring. With these two women that fight the way they fight. They're going to go and they're going to get at it. And they're going to do damage again. After they've done damage twice in two 10-round fights. So I think it comes down, as far as my analysis, who's got more left? I don't know that I know. Who's got more left? Does Serrano? I think there's a chance maybe Serrano has a little more. Even though I picked Taylor twice. I'm not going against her. I am not going to go against her now. I was with her for the first two. I'll do it again. But whoever has more left is got the better chance to win this fight. Because it's going to be the same tactics. It's going to be the same skill levels. And it's going to be the same character. Heart and determination. Getting at it. You're going to have a spot where Serrano's going to corner her, whether it's in the middle of the ring or near the ropes, and she's going to open up with a fusillade of punches. And Taylor's going to answer back. And Taylor's going to try to keep her off balance, try to use her legs, but it's still going to come down to that, to those moments when they both engage inside. And will this be the time that maybe Serrano breaks Taylor? I don't think Taylor's getting broke. Although I think that the older she gets and the older they both get and the longer they both stay around, obviously, there's a better chance of that. I mean, you don't need Teddy Atlas to tell you that. Time deteriorates everything, But I think it'll be another great fight. It can't be anything but that. And it will come down to who's got more left and who, again, geography. I always say geography. Who gets more longer moments in their geography? Does Serrano get longer moments against the ropes where she traps Katie, or in the middle of the ring where she engages Katie to punch with her? Does she get more of those moments? Or does Katie get more of the moments where she could still use her legs? Pop, pop, move, pop, 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 counter, move. She counters brilliantly with that right hand, by the way. Brilliantly with that right hand. And she needs it. And she'll need it again.
Great preview. Another great fight coming up. I cannot wait to watch them. And we'll find out. At 39 years of age, will Taylor get the sweep? Or at 36 years of age now, will Serrano get on the board? It's rare to get a trilogy when it's not 1-1 heading into the third fight. But we're getting it. They deserve it. And we will circle back on this one.
That 3 years you just pointed out, maybe that's the difference. Maybe that 3 years, that if it is going to swing this time for Serrano, that 3 years will have something to do with that swing.